There is one less place for expectant mothers in Northeast Ohio to have their babies tonight. Summa Health is closing its labor and delivery department at Barberton Hospital today.
Now, this comes just days after University Hospitals closed labor and delivery services at its Portage Medical Center and redirected patients to Geauga County. Portage County now joins Ashtabula and Medina counties here in Northeast Ohio, having no delivery and labor units. It's forcing mothers to drive great lengths across county lines to have their babies. As I continue my series, Delivering Better Results, I travel to those counties to see what kind of decisions expecting mothers are facing. Love came easy for Lacey and Justin Worley.
We actually met online.
The Medina couple has been together for 10 years and married for 6, with much of that time focused on trying to grow their family.
So we weren't having any luck and found out that we would need fertility treatments in order to get pregnant.
Success came in March of 2021 when the two learned they were expecting.
Things were going good.
They soon found out they were having a boy.
It's a boy! She was very excited, but I was beyond tearful in joy to know that I was finally going to have a child.
We were happy either way, but he was so excited to have his boy.
Yes.
With their nursery nearly complete at 31 weeks into Lacey's pregnancy, all that joy vanished.
4 days after our baby shower, I woke up and just wasn't feeling 100%. And I had some spotting, which I had not had at all.
Lacey called her doctor and made an appointment for later that morning, but it became painfully clear she was in a race against the clock.
I ended up getting sick, and at the same time, my water broke and my placenta erupted, and I started bleeding uncontrollably, and we called 911.
Paramedics were there within minutes, rushing Lacey to the nearest hospital, which was a quick minute ambulance ride away. Once she reached the ER, doctors informed her they could not find her son's heartbeat.
We were told because our hospital no longer has a labor and delivery unit, the doctor did say, I'm not an OB, so I can't find it, but we need to send you somewhere just to make sure.
That hospital's labor and delivery unit closed in 2017, leaving Medina County with no maternity ward. As Lacey worried about her son, her condition deteriorated. Doctors gave her the option of going to either Akron or Fairview and Cleveland, but she could not endure that lengthy ambulance ride of 30 minutes or more in either direction. She would have to be life-flighted.
Could just feel, gushing blood coming from myself, and I knew that was not good. We actually had to wait because the helicopter was in Parma, so I had to wait for it to get to Medina.
Lacey and Justin tell me at least an hour went by from the time Lacey arrived to this Medina hospital to her arrival at Fairview, where doctors also could not find a heartbeat for their son. Lacey would have to be put under so doctors could perform a C-section.
And by that time in my head, I'm like, now I could lose my wife too. And I was just in tears.
After hours in surgery and multiple blood transfusions for Lacey, on October 7th, 2021, the Worley's son was delivered stillborn.
He was 3 pounds,
3
2
pounds,
ounces.
2 ounces, yep.
His name is Jaden Paul Worley. He was absolutely perfect. He had some hair, some wavy, blondish red hair.
For me at first, I didn't want to hold him. I was scared, but the doctors told us, you have to see this baby. And at that point, that's the point when I held him and just lost it.
Now, more than a year later, the Worleys find themselves haunted by that hospital just steps from their home that closed its labor and delivery unit years earlier.
It makes us question. You start to ask yourself, what if? Could that have saved him? Could that have saved me from everything I went through? I mean, they did the best they could, but it doesn't change the fact that they don't have those services or those doctors at that hospital.
It's a public health issue.
Jay Becker is Ashtabula County's health commissioner. It's a county that saw its last labor and delivery unit pull out in August of 2020.
It's a huge problem. It's not good for the mother, not good for the baby.
Commissioner Becker pulled the numbers and showed me the last full year Ashtabula County Medical Center had its labor and delivery unit open was in 2019. 318 babies were born in the county that year. The unit closed in 2020, and the first full year without that maternity ward, Becker tells me, only 20 babies were born in the entire county. That was in 2021.
Those 20 would be births that would occur in the emergency room, urgent care center, at someone's home, in an ambulance.
Do you feel like it's putting lives at risk?
Absolutely, absolutely is putting lives at risk.
Ashtabula County resident and nurse Raquel Sawicki is due in February.
When I go into labor, about how far I have to travel to get there, just nervous that I won't get there in time.
She's been coming to Maya Women's Center for parenting classes and support. Judy Kristen founded the center in 2016, serving about 750 families to date.
They're out of school for the most part, and they're getting on in life, but it's a struggle for them, maybe financial struggles, maybe support struggles.
Kristen tells me since the closing of Ashtabula's last labor and delivery center, the worry is evident among her patients about having to make the 45-minute drive out of the county to get to a birthing hospital.
That's the basic problem with our patients is they're fearful. Even if they're not first-time parents, they're afraid of not making it to the hospital.
Kristen also tells me since that 2020 closing, she's seeing another phenomenon among her clients, more C-sections.
Because they can schedule those, so they're having more cesareans, they're inducing labor.
So these are otherwise perfectly healthy women that could labor.
Oh, absolutely.
Ashtabula's health commissioner tells me there are currently no plans to reestablish a labor and delivery unit in his county, and it's a reality that's not sitting well with him.
I know I would want my wife in a situation where, you know, my son or my daughter is going to have the best shot and receive the best care. Right now, that is not the case. It's not a safe situation.
So as for Lacey and Justin, they tell me they're planning to try to have another baby. Now, to see previous stories, part of my new series, Delivering Better Results, visit our website, news5cleveland.com.
Heck of a job, Courtney. Heck of a job.
Thank you.